Shalom, 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 and welcome to today's Morning by Morning. The title of my message this day is Conspiracy. Let me read Numbers 22:40. Then Balak offered oxen and sheep, and he sent some to Balaam and to the princes who were with him. The Bible is awash with incidences where people use treachery, conniving, and other theatrics to conceal the truth and frustrate the purposes of God. Balak, king of Moab, heard how the Israelites had vanquished Og, king of Bashan, and he trembled with fear. He knew that he was the next. As the Waswahili say, ukiona kichwa cha mwenzio kimenyolewa, tayarisha chako. He hired the soothsayer. I don't know whether he was a soothsayer or a fortune teller. His name was Balaam, and his work was one. It was cut out for him to curse Israel. Balak was determined to pay whatever amount to ensure God's people do not prosper in any way. He tried 3 times, which is conventionally enough to say, well, this doesn't work, let me try something else. But Balak persisted and went on for the 4th time. Just like the 3, he couldn't get God's people to perish under a demonic spell. He tried 3 times, he tried the 4th time, but he couldn't curse God's people. What do I learn from this? I learned that if you stand your ground and speak the truth, you will face a lot of opposition, as the Bible has predicted. From all people, from God's people, from the world, you even face opposition from within yourself. You know, people, though they do not like to admit it, they live a lie. Most people do live a lie. It is unfortunate that even Christian leaders put self-preservation before the gospel. I am a Christian, they are Christians, but we collude, we cheat, we cut corners to keep our positions, to keep our allowances, and to enjoy our privileges at the expense of the fulfillment of the Great Commission. Power struggles in some Christian circles are far worse than those we experience in the political arena. Have you seen that politicians can keep their differences aside for their common purpose, common advantage, common interest? What about Christians? We do not want to keep those differences aside. We have a lot of intrigue sometimes. Jesus was different. When people wanted to coronate him as their king, he said, "My kingdom is not of this world. My kingdom is from above." He declined being made king. He stayed away from the spotlight and refused to seize the crowning moment. In our world of love, share and subscribe, can you imagine after a dramatic miracle, someone saying, "Do not share, do not like, do not subscribe. Instead, go and tell no one. Go show yourself to the priest." Of all people, Jesus still remains my hero. And I have 10,000 reasons for that. Let's endeavor to be like Jesus. Even when we have the craving for liking, sharing, and being popular, let us desist. Let us refrain from the camera when it is not necessary. Jesus would say, "My time is not yet." For you, your time is always ripe. And he wouldn't go to some places because he knew that sometimes exposing himself too early would bring problems to him. So let's be like Jesus. Let's know the time and the timing to do and the time not to do. For there is time for everything. And with that, I want to say, the Lord bless us today. The Lord keep us. Amen.